Hi guys, so here's the deal. I haven't really gotten any new cuffs in for the collection recently. It's been pretty damn dry around here. It's been extremely dry. Calm down, you two. So I thought that today, for this episode of Off the Cuff, I would show you some handcuff related items which I recently got. I'm going to show you some close-ups of them at the end of the video, or later on in the video. You'll have to stay tuned, but I figured I'd open the one I just got in the mail for you right here. Now this is handcuff related. It's not actual handcuffs, obviously, because it's a very thin envelope. But I saw this on eBay, and I thought I would get it because it's pretty cool. This is, according to the description, very flimsy. I don't want to really take it out because it has folds and they already put it in a nice holder. But this is actually it was listed as a Valentine, and it is because it says, "A present for you. A present for you. Dear friend, this Valentine to you I send. Give them a graceful little twist and put one on each little wrist. I know they will become you so. You should have had them long ago." So it's a little bit of 50 Shades S&M mixed with misogyny and a little dash of authoritarianism thrown in, because it's actually a Valentine with handcuffs. And I'll zoom in on this in a little bit. Based on the typeface, well, obviously they're Darbies, and I thought I'd show you another Darby. I think that's supposed to be shading. I don't think that's actually supposed to be the keyhole there. But I thought that was pretty cool. I'll put it in the drawer with the Darbies. You know, it's just a little thing that's a little additional item that's handcuff related. I think it's from about the 1880s, 1890s, judging by the type and stuff, because I do have other bits of ephemera that use the same kind of printing, you know, especially like the way that they do all this up here. And it's drawn, you know, I never saw blue cuffs like that, but I just thought that was pretty cool. And that's a lead into today's topic, and it's not the Darbies, as you would think, no. But I brought this up for a comparison. Today I thought I'd talk to you about the Cub cuffs, K-U-B. They're made, I believe, in Pakistan, yeah, over in the Middle East. The story I was told when these things, you know, when I bought the first set of these years ago from, I think it was the Handcuff Warehouse, the story going around was that the patents and the rights to certain styles of cuffs, like, for example, an Irish 8, expired or were in the public domain, and so this company just decided to start making them. So they're not being sold as official antiques. I actually have seen newspaper articles with criminals over there in cuffs made by this company. Not so much Irish 8. I think I saw a picture in either the Wall Street Journal or New York Times, something, maybe it was USA Today, this is going back a while, of some court case, and there was a guy and he was definitely wearing a pair of Darby cuffs. And I'm sure if you look on the different handcuff sites, you can find, you know, people post articles all the time whenever they pop up. But they work just like a regular Irish 8, these ones. And it is labeled. They're labeled. I'll zoom in on these, of course, like I always do. I'd like to thank everybody, by the way, for watching and tuning in all the time. The handcuff videos have been a little sporadic because I haven't been able to buy anything, but the magic ones are coming along pretty nicely. Back to the Cubs. So these are your regular internally threaded screw key, just like a traditional Darby. And they open the same way. They have a good weight to them. And like I said, they're labeled, so that's good. These come in a gazillion different sizes. They make all kinds of cuffs. I just haven't been motivated to buy one of everything. I do have a pair of Hamburg 8s that they make, but they're much bigger in size, and somebody else has them right now. They're much bigger than the regular Hamburg 8s. They come, like I said, they come in all different sizes. Another company that's along the same lines as the Cub is the Chicago handcuff company. I have a bunch of them too. I have some of them. The Cubs, like I said, you can find them in, you know, they're all over eBay. There's different distributors that sell them. You can find them everywhere. So I even got the ones that have the watch chain because I can't afford the, I don't have an official actual Hyatt set of these yet. And then we have the Chicago company. And here's an example of one of the old, it's a repro of the bike chain. The originals obviously are much more expensive. They were made in France. Not these are Chicago, right there. So these are the Chicagos. They're reproductions of the French cuffs that use the bike chain. Here's the other ones. I bought these because these are not just a Derby, which is cool, but I got these because I couldn't afford to get any Sheffield cuffs. I'm trying to look in the light. I couldn't afford to get any Sheffield cuffs. The Sheffield key has the external thread. So, you know, they had these real cheap, and I figured I'd get these as a placeholder. I think these are made by Chicago. And they have a really wide band, too. And like I said, I'll show you the close-ups. They have a really wide band, really... I mean, look at the difference between that and the Hyatts. See? You can really tell the difference. You know, I mean, these things, they were made probably a week before I bought them, a couple years ago. But I like them because it's just a placeholder to remind me that I still need Sheffields. And I also got the Sheffield leg irons. I think I bought them together. They came as a match set. You know, just a regular old, really, nothing special about the chain. Operate the same way. Just like that. They have the real big end cap, as you can see. And numbered, I don't know why. Luckily the numbers match on the key. There's the Sheffield key. See? You guys saw the neck collar before. I showed you the neck collar in with my collar collection. So there you are. There's some modern cuffs that you can get for, you know, reasonable prices. Something to think about when the market runs dry for the original authentic ones, because I haven't found anything recently in my neck of the woods anyway, as far as cuffs go. But, you know, in the meantime, if you really have to spend your money on something, you can always buy new stuff that comes out that looks cool, and, you know, it helps build up the collection. And one day, in a couple of 100 years, these will be worth some money, most likely. So I know this video was kind of short, but stay tuned because I will be showing you some close-ups of the handcuff-related items I got. One of which is really cool because it's a pendant for your necklace. And speaking of necklaces, you know, I also have handcuff necklaces and rings and bracelets, and I have a couple of earrings. You know, you can always buy handcuff jewelry. They just came back from a walk and they're still kind of wound up. You can always buy handcuff-related jewelry and things like that. And this one thing that I got recently is a pendant. I did get it off eBay for really cheap. And it's of a guy, and I'll show you the close-up of it because it's really tiny. But it's of a guy hanging upside down with leg shackles on, which in itself is a reason enough. Let me show it to you. And the reason I bought him was because not only is he wearing shackles, leg shackles, but there seems to be a connecting bar up to a waistband. And it kind of reminded me of a thing I read about in a John Novak book. You'll see. I'll show you that too in a second. I don't know if it's related or not, but it just struck me as something cool and something that I had to have. Yeah, this is a postcard I got a while ago, and it looks like German. And it's just some dude in a workshop making a bunch of cuffs that I would love to have. Postcard. There you go. So that does it for this week's Off the Cuff. Remember to subscribe if you haven't already. Please check out my other videos on the channel. And contact me if you want to get any merchandise, because I do have some merch out there. And I just wanted to let you know that, even when things are dry as far as actual handcuffs, you can still find handcuff related items to add to the collection. So, there's always something out there to find. And I'm just gonna bide my time until that next big treasure comes along. I don't know when it'll be, but sometimes in the winter around here, even it'll go dry for like 4 or 5 weeks, and then all of a sudden I'll have, find one good thing, and then it'll be dry for a little bit, and then, this summer was just terrible as far as antiques go. I even vlogged a bit. You can see my adventures on the handcuff hunts that came up empty, but those videos are also on the channel. So I hope you all stay safe, and we'll see you again next time.